Hi guys, my name is Brian, also known as Royal SVT on Instagram, and welcome to my first vlog. I've just decided to vlog my life and the build of the 2014 Shelby that I have currently owned for almost a whole year now. I know I should have started earlier, like the first day I bought it, but shit happens. Life happens, actually. Just a little bit about myself. I'm 21. I used to have a 2018 5.0 before this, but it blew up. Can't really talk about it right now. Just some mishaps with the shop and all this kind of stuff, but I've always wanted a 2014 Shelby, and honestly, it all just fell into place when I bought it. Even though right after my car blew up, I was done with cars. I just bought a truck right after. I have a 2019 Tundra that I really love and hold dear to my heart. But as soon as I bought the Shelby, I fell in love. When I got back into the market of sports cars, I was actually debating on 2014 Mustang 5.0, just because I love this body style, a 2017 Corvette, Stingray obviously, because I didn't think I could get a Z06, and the Shelby. Oh, let me not lie, the Shelby wasn't on my list at all because I couldn't find one, and all of a sudden one day, just on OfferUp, my girlfriend hit up some guy on OfferUp, and he told me he had a Shelby with low miles and he was willing to sell it. The same day we pulled out the cash and bought it. It was from like a really older man who just kept this car in pristine condition. Always put a cover over it, never really drove it. He only put like 3,000 miles of ownership, of owning the car. And I promised him as soon as I bought it, I wasn't going to abuse it, but I'm obviously going to build it. And I want to build it the way that I want it to be. I want it to be not daily driven. I want it to be a track car, but really track car, but also really nice that I can take to shows with. Because you know how track cars, you can't really drive them out on the streets. I wanted street legal and track car. I want that vibe. When I first bought the car, it didn't have these seats, the stock Recaros. They actually had some heated and cooled seats. And the one thing I've always wanted in my cars were Recaros, and luckily enough, couple months in of owning this car, an old friend of mine who actually owned a Shelby had an accident and his car ended up totaled. So I've always bugged him about his seats. He always got cars with Recaros, and he sold them to me for a pretty decent price, honestly, with a bunch of parts. But I ended up just keeping the Recaros, and I ended up putting on some Corsa Extremes on the Shelby. And I have some other goodies that I want to install soon. Hopefully within my next video I want to install them. But right now I actually just want to take the car to wash and show you guys like the interior and the exterior of the car and have some sound clips of it. So let's go for it. First cold start for a couple days. seatbelt on, safety first. I'm gonna see if I can give the car a really good wash, or if I'm gonna have to rush through it, because I think I had to pick up my girlfriend from motorcycle school. Like, she's learning to drive a motorcycle right now, and I'm gonna have to pick her up. Either I'm gonna have to pick her up, or my sister's gonna have to pick her up. I don't know by the time I get to the car wash. So I just got here to the car wash. As you guys can see, I would have recorded the whole way there, but honestly there was too much traffic and I didn't want to be driving around with one hand, especially how I don't have anybody right next to me. There it goes. Well, I haven't got a call yet. Supposedly she's gonna be getting out at like 7 or 8. So that gives me a good amount of time to just wash the car, take my time. And I'll do a whole walk around of the car, actually clean. And then I'll have a little mini photo shoot after. Alright, let me just park. I'm just gonna... I didn't bring anything with me, so... Oops, got my camera a little wet. Dang. Sorry, got you guys a little wet. No pun intended. So, the only thing I really hate about this car is, like, you can see it's like really, it looks really nice clean, but when it gets dirty within 30 minutes. Right now I just gotta dry it up. I'm just gonna use the the air dryer, because I didn't bring any kind of towels with me, any microfibers or anything, and it's gonna probably be, it's getting really packed here, so I'm just gonna start heading back right now. So I ended up having to just cut my car wash short because all of a sudden I guess everybody just wanted to wash their cars at the same time, and I want to like dry off the car like a little bit better, but some random Karen just parked right behind me and kept on trying to rush me, and for some odd reason she thought it was such a great idea to try to park like close to my bumper, like I kid you not, this close, because she wanted me out of there already. And I was like, I've only been here for like 15 minutes. I guess it was fine, but it's just, that is why I really don't, I try to wash my car at home, but it's kind of hard and annoying to get my pressure washer out, get everything out. But I guess this was the end result. Car's a lot cleaner than it was before. You see a little bit of watermarks, but that's just because I couldn't dry it all the way. And I don't want to really touch it up because I'm gonna leave swirls if I just try to use a microfiber. And I got this car ceramic coated, and actually I got it paint corrected and ceramic coated a month of ownership. And I got the windshield and everything all around tinted around 32%, so you can barely even see the inside, which is pretty badass. But I haven't had any issues with cops or anything like that. Only thing I wish this car had, one second. I wish it didn't have this. I wish it had like some hood props. I'm sorry, it's wet. Car's engine bay is filthy. Filthy. But yeah. And the previous owner never cleaned that up, so I had to get that cleaned. And I also installed a JLC catch can and new spark plugs. You won't believe how much they wanted to charge me just for spark plugs and oil change for this car. I went to Ford to test out the waters to see like how much they would charge me. And first off, the lady that was at Ford told me that they had a specified tech for Shelby's. And I believed her. So she told me the price after that. She said it was around $1,100, parts not included. And I was like, what the heck? Okay, do I have to drop that much money? And she said it was, yeah, you do, because it's a Shelby. And then, you know what, I told her, let me talk to the mechanic. I want to get to know him. I want to see, like, I want to talk to him before he touches my car. Alright, so the mechanic is about to take my car away. He got my keys. I'm talking to him. I was like, oh, so you're the one who's you specialize in Shelby's. And kid you not, he's like, it's the same thing as a 5.0. I have no specialties in it. It shouldn't be that hard. I was like, okay. In my mind, I'm like, this lady lied to me? First off, yeah, she lied to me. And they're charging me $1,100 plus for an oil change and spark plugs when the mechanic's saying it's not as hard, or even as easy as a 5.0. I'm like, give me my keys. I told him, give me my keys right then and there. I said, you know what? I'm leaving. And I talked to an actual person who works on Shelby's. He's like, they were crazy if they were going to try to charge you that much. I didn't want to touch the car at first, but I ended up having a close friend of mine who works on all these cars and doing the spark plugs and oil change, and he charged me a quarter of that price, and he showed me how to do it, and I was like, it's not really that hard, especially how I work on semi trucks. Oh yeah, and if I didn't mention, I'm also a diesel mechanic. Yeah, but I have some plans for this car. It should be really fun. Hopefully in a future video I replace this stock intake. And I want to replace that tiny screen right there. Because honestly, it's just, I'm not going to lie to you, it's dead ugly. But I get what I paid for. But this is the end of my vlog, my first vlog. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.